Hey everyone, it's Sonia and welcome to this week's Mindset Minutes. What is your purpose? I love asking people that question, and I have to say I get such a variety of emotional responses when I do. Some people are so crystal clear, love that question, they can passionately answer. And many others feel so frustrated and angry almost that I can't figure it out. I don't know, does it even matter anymore? And I want to offer to you that, yeah, actually it does matter. It matters because you matter, and that purpose will help give you that drive, or as Simon Sinek will say, the why. It helps you not press that snooze button in the morning and get up with excitement and energy to go about your day. It gives you the reason to overcome obstacles or challenges, which we all have, and move forward in a way that feels meaningful. And research even backs that up. In a study of over 7,000 adults, they found that those who did not feel they had a purpose were 2 times more likely to die. Yikes. So we don't want that to happen. We want long, healthy, vibrant, purposeful lives. And so trying to find that purpose, it also gives you that direction. It gives you that almost North Star. If you're having to decide between 2 things, maybe it will help shift you in a direction. Or maybe it will keep you on point. You know, we are often distracted by the next shiny object. And so it will keep you moving forward so you can feel as though you're doing something that really matters to you and perhaps potentially, ideally, matters to the rest of the world as well. And sometimes people think it needs to be super duper specific. I need to know exactly what I need to do. And I'll offer to you, maybe, and some people do know that, and maybe it's more of just the underpinning of what drives you. For example, some people they want to be creative. They love creativity because they want to make people think differently. But how they do that can change. Sometimes they'll paint, maybe they'll write poetry, maybe they'll do music. And so how they approach it could be different. That's not so specific. But the purpose is really specific. Other people know, I really want to help young kids overcome disability challenges. That's a very specific target and purpose. They're both great because they both will give you what you need to succeed. So a couple ways. I'll give you a couple steps you can take a look and dive deeper into this. And then I'm going to share a way you might want to fast track that. So first, take a look at what you love. You've probably heard that question, but what are you proud of? What are 3 times in your life that you're most proud of? Anything from when you were 5 to whatever age you are today. What about that made you feel great? What excited you about that? What gave you that? What makes you feel excited to share even those proud moments? What do you love? Start there because you'll often find a through line. Then one of my favorite questions, what do you have? What do you already have? Maybe you have a life experience that's driving you. Maybe you've overcome some certain challenges that you really, really want to help other people do because you already know how to do it so you can help people do it faster. Or maybe you just have a certain interest and you've studied something over and over and over, and that's what you want to help with because you just love this information and you know so much about it. So what is it about that you love, and why is it important to you to share that? And so take a look at all the things you have. Who do you like to hang out with? Who's fun? Who lights you up? Who makes you laugh? If you had a choice of a whole group of people, who would you zero in on? Because that can also give you some information. And after you do that, then you could take a look at what you need. If you sort of start to hone in, then you can look at, well, maybe I need some skill sets, or maybe I need to do a little more research or reach out to people, or maybe I just need to try it on for size. That can be really, really helpful. And then if you're finding yourself getting a little stuck, what's stopping you? For real, what are the fears that are holding you back, or those beliefs? And often I'll find certainty is one of them, right? We really want to find this as long as we can do it within our margins of comfort, right? I don't want to step too far out there. We have a lot of rules around what we can or we can't do, what's acceptable or not acceptable, or what we're willing to do or not willing to do. So take a look at that and see if it's actually serving you and if it's really helping you get to what lights you up and where your talents and your special abilities really lie. And you can always ask another of my favorite questions. What if it were easy? What would you do? Because if it were easy, you might do this. And that often will get you there, because sometimes you don't want to do it because it just seems so hard. And your heart is in that place. So take a look at that as well. And then if you're wanting a little more support, I would love nothing more than to talk to you about this, because it's really one of my all-time favorite things to do, is to help people find their purpose. So I'm more than happy to coach you on it. And I have a tool that can really also be a great guide. Some of you know that I did a wisdom quest this summer, and before and after I was fully initiated as a wisdom keeper into a system called the Sphinx Code. And if you've ever done Enneagram or wisdom Enneagram or human design, it has some essences, some similarities to that. I believe it can go even more specific. And one of the cool things about it is it can show you some of your challenges you might have in relationships and work, how you specifically can overcome them. And it gives you the path to your purpose. So if that's of interest and you want to find that purpose once and for all, or you want to get clarity on it, see if you're on track, or how you might be able to stay get even more specific on it, that's really cool. Or if you know somebody who might be interested, I am having an extra special bargain for price from now. It's a special offer because I'm really passionate about this and I want people to find their purpose. So perhaps it's a present for yourself or a present for somebody else. Give them the gift of purpose, because we know that with that purpose, you'll not only have longevity, you'll also have joy. So pop me an email below. Happy to talk to you further to see if it's right for you. In the meantime, find that why, live that fully, and shine.